Okay, fuck it.
Yeah, we might as well start. You said you wanted to have more talking, so we could talk through. You can cut this whole thing
Crispy
out.
Sprite is the best adjective I've ever heard for a Sprite. I'm gonna stain that from Vic. That's so good.
Goose and Sprite is the best.
I mean, fine.
Description of Sprite
When I go to the bar this week, I'm gonna say,
sure.
I'll take a Jack and a crispy Sprite, please. She's gonna
You
be
know
like,
the worst
bitch.
part is they're gonna look at you like, so what do you want in there?
She's gonna be like, bitch.
She's gonna be like, you want Jack, Crispin, and Sprite? Like, you want some cider in there? Like, what? I'm confused. Like,
I always thought McDonald's Sprite was the best Sprite, and then somebody told me, yeah, because it's way more acidic than other Sprite, which is probably
I thought
true.
It was just McDonald's Coke is the best Coke.
I think they have all the best pops because.
And then was it the Gatorade or the Powerade that they didn't used to have? Oh no, the High C.
High C.
The High C.
That'll
man.
do it.
Ooh, McDonald's High C, man. Whew.
A little High C with a little crispy Sprite.
That orange was the shit of champions. I used to be in there. What's cows in all this? Like I don't know. It is delicious. It was delicious.
Wow! Wow!
That is exactly what I'm saying because I can't believe we made it to this episode number.
50 episodes.
Not 1, not 2, not 3. 50.
50 cent, bitch.
50
yeah.
piece. I cannot believe it. Here
That's
we
actually
are.
insane. We've been doing this for damn near a year. That is nuts.
Man, who knew your coercing would work so well?
I know, what the fuck. Now I got you out like editing the episodes. Remember when we started and I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to let you edit the episodes.
Well,
I just
of all,
can't relinquish control.
I was under the impression that it was like she was basically using me as a test run to do a podcast.
Yeah,
until she got somebody else. So she was like, this motherfucker doesn't have to do no work. He can just host. I'll show up. I bring all the gear. I do all the editing. I'll let him hear it. And then we're good. And I was just like, okay, all right.
Plus, in the beginning, like, we were doing the most. Like, I really thought you were going to quit. We were out here, episode 1, in the car.
Shake my head. Speaking of things that I'll probably never allow things I'll never allow to come on.
We were legit
anyone.
in the car. We recorded for like 3 hours.
That was pretty long, actually.
In the car, eating Travis Scott burger. Go back and listen to episode 1. It's pretty funny. There's no video release for that one.
They
that video's
overcharged
in the
me for that shit because the commercials were still playing on TV talking about that shit was $5. And they charged me like $9 for that shit. I'm still mad about it to this day.
And we we're barely friends now. We were not friends then.
We were definitely not friends. I basically got kidnapped to go record a podcast. The only reason I was okay was I was like, hey, well, this is on video. So,
I was like,
somebody will
I
find me. Somebody will find me. It'll be cool.
And I was like, do this podcast with me. And you were like, okay. And then I was like, I don't know where we should do it. I was still living in my mom's apartment at that point. It was still COVID, high key.
Yo,
we were like not even sure if we should do it in person.
This might be a good episode for me to bring up that shit. Where did I put it? I think I put it here.
And then I got to your house that day.
Yes.
Oh, is this just like some...
No, this is like when you actually were
when I actually asked you to do it?
Yes.
What did I say? It's funny to me... This is me. I said, it's funny to me because I don't think men like to be called adorable, but I could be wrong. Fact. Stand by that. I don't know. It's just not really a word that I like. I'm talking about the word cute, as everyone knows. I hate being called
100%.
cute. Used to describe someone that I'd want to have sex with. So I'm like, if you wouldn't want to be called adorable, then why would I want to be called cute? So I stand by that. High key. You're probably like, who is this fucking bitch? Can she shut up? Like, what does she care? Like, Jesus Christ.
I know, right? And then I'm like, I guess only weird ass men you shouldn't sleep with like that shit. And then I can't believe I said this. I was like, best believe we can do a whole podcast on pet names. You just say when.
I said, I got podcasts on the brain. I'm already doing one about gambling, which is true. I was doing one with Jared at that time.
Correct.
Kind of thinking about starting a dating one. I've already
offered my services.
Podcast services. Would you actually be down? This is wild. Would you actually be down?
I know, right? She really got me.
You said I'd love to do a podcast. I just don't remember us.
I should have checked the timestamps on these because there's no question I was intoxicated.
I said, so you think you'd actually be down to do a sex and dating podcast with me for real?
You have to self-deprecate.
You have to self-deprecate and divulge personal secrets. Are those things that would scare you? I'm so serious. I mean business. There's one thing about me.
And then I get all like, well, I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't name names.
Even though you like name
but I
more
got
names than
a little
me.
nothing to hide.
That's
Really wouldn't
so
bother me
funny.
much. At least I could certainly try it out. Why not? So then that's me like already trying to back out. Like, yeah. And now here we are.
Wow,
50
a year.
episodes
Yeah, like-
later. Still going.
Stronger than ever, really. Wow. I haven't seen that.
I
You
know
scrolled
you
all
had
the
it.
way back. We literally DM like every fucking day.
Yeah, it took a while to find.
That
I'm
must
not
have
gonna lie.
taken
That was
ages.
podcast research. I'm dedicated to the
Wow.
cause. So yeah. I
Oh,
figured
look
it out.
at us, little baby. Let's do a
Okay.
podcast
I
combo.
know. Back when I was just one of the hoes in her DMs. now I'm the podcast
Yeah.
pimp, baby.
So that's classic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to stay in character. Woo!
But here's what happened the first time we recorded. I was like, I get in these, I've said this before, I get in these like fucking moods when I'm like
You?
pressed. I'm just like,
No one in this room has ever seen that before.
and
Don't
so
even know
I
what
was
you're
like
talking
so
about.
stressed. I didn't know where we should do it. I was still living with my mom, and I was
Crazy.
like, well, do you have a roommate? Not remembering that I've been to this house before. And
Correct.
he was like, yeah, I have a roommate, but I don't think he'll care. I'm like, well, I don't want to bother him. And then we like came over here and we're like, fuck it, let's record in the car because we're gonna do this like food thing, which didn't work. And then we were like, okay, we're not gonna do the fucking car. So then the next like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, you were like, so it's just cool if I come over? I was like, yes, like it's fine. Like I'm like, he works, so like he probably will walk in.
He's like, is that even
by
gonna
the time
be here?
it'll like we'll be done.
And
like,
then
it's fine.
and then we were here. We recorded the next week here, and Joe came back in the middle of the recording, and I was like, "Hi," and he was like, "Oh, hi. Who the fuck are you? Why are you talking to me?"
Who is this woman
And
in
then
my house?
slowly but surely, he just became on the quarantine and started coming out here and being in this.
And being a part of it. Yep. No, we started the
Classic.
vibes like.
And now he's my BFF, and I hate when he's not here at the recording.
And the funniest part is when we started that. So yeah, we went from recording in your car to
Yeah.
recording in here. And back when I was still under the impression that I was like a temporary guy, I was like, so we're just gonna keep recording at my place.
I know, because we were like, should we go to my house? Blah,
'Cause
blah,
first
blah.
he was talking about that magical roof that took me almost a year to actually see.
It's too windy.
No, I mean, yeah. Now that I've seen it, I can't believe that you even suggested it in the first place.
I know.
But
Well, because I was like,
at
I
the
really
time-
don't know where we should do it.
Phrasing again. And like, yeah, like, there was nowhere else once we started doing like video and shit. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, like I mean, sitting in my backyard would be weird. Like down
No,
like this.
outside was never a thing because it was
Yeah.
about to get cold anyway because it was Halloween. but-
Exactly. So I was like, okay, this just works. And then you stopped looking for a new podcast host and decided like we gonna do it.
And then the next biggest thing is I was like, we can't. Immediately, you were like, let's do YouTube. And I was like, we absolutely cannot do YouTube. We will never do YouTube.
All of the social medias I brought, I was like, we should probably have like a IG,
We should do Twitter. I was like,
Twitter,
no.
YouTube. She was like, I don't have time for that, Lume. And now, again, at the time, I was still just like fake temporary. So she really was doing all. I was just.
I was
the
doing
talent.
everything for a while.
I was just the talent. Like
Yeah.
I just show up, like like an athlete. I come, I perform real quick, and I bounce. I'm good. Like I don't think about it again until the next game.
That's right.
Now I'm part
now
of ownership.
he's like really.
Yeah,
He does. He helps
it's
edit
different.
The
So
episodes,
now,
everything.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Came
I'm
a long
like,
way.
like MJ, baby. Just going up, moving on up.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
It
Yeah, you were
was-
like, let's do YouTube. And I was like, absolutely not, never. We will never do YouTube. And then you just did it behind my back. And then I was like, all right, fine, I'll make it work.
Pretty sure I did that the same way I got on this podcast, sitting here sipping some
You
devil's
were just
juice.
like, well,
and
we're going to do it. And that's
I'm
it.
like, you know what? If I load a couple, then I told Joe, I was like, I think she might be mad, but I don't know. She probably shouldn't be mad. And Joe's like, she shouldn't be mad, but oh well,
Yeah,
it's
you
too
guys
late now.
tell you guys are like strategizing if I'm going to be pissed. That's hilarious.
And now here we are, about to upload a whole bunch of episodes on there and
Ooh,
let the
yup.
people enjoy.
And we're back around to Halloween. Let's discuss your outfit today. People
Oh.
go to the YouTubes and check out Lume's outfit and watch a couple of previous episodes while you're at it because they'll all be on there.
What's causing all this? You
Yes.
know, the cha boy. Woo! Ric Flair. This was a costume I actually wore, I think, last year when I went to Arizona to help Caleb move in. Well, not really help him move in, just to see him, but that's not the point. I just love Ric Flair. He's the best.
Is this what you were wearing when you were
Go ahead.
asleep in the lobby of the blah, blah, blah story?
Oh, no. That story that'll be on the Patreon, behind the paywall. No, I was wearing a onesie that...
Oh, that's even better, kind of.
Yeah. Maybe saved my life. I don't know. Whatever.
DM me if you've ever drunkenly fallen asleep in an apartment lobby, and we'll bring you on as a guest to tell your story to the world.
Or
hilarious.
Don't. Like, wasn't a great experience when I woke up. It was fine getting to that point. But anyways, that's a story that maybe you guys will hear. We'll see.
I cannot believe we have 50 episodes. We're back to Halloween. One thing I remember that you said in the very first episode about Halloween, which I am now been considering for my costume this year, is that if
finding a partner outfit,
dress in a way that has a very obvious pairing, so that
if I could find me a Princess Padme all weekend, I'm in there like swimwear.
I don't know what I honestly still don't know what I'm gonna do, because I was gonna do something that involves like I usually do very makeup focused ones.
Makes sense.
But a lot of them you have to draw like a big old mouth like on your face. And so it looks best if your mouth is closed, and we're doing a live pod, and I'm like, that's going to look fucking weird.
That will look a little, I mean.
So now I'm rethinking my whole strategy.
But can you, I guess it probably takes a long time to do, so we can't record and then you put it on after.
No. It takes like 2.5 hours.
Yes. We'll see. We'll see you at the club right around close.
I might just play it safe and do a pairing one just for kicks.
Yeah, you can save that one for the next night.
Yeah. Maybe.
Nothing wrong with having a couple of Halloween costumes.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see. But yeah, live pod. We're jumping all over the place. I don't even care.
Yeah, I know. You're so gassed up. But
live pod, October 29th, Friday, October 29th. All listeners attend.
If you in the cities.
Seriously.
Meet me in the city.
Mark your calendars. DM me for the address. We got a
King, Kristen,
nice,
Renee.
great big venue. Not just my crib this time. It's going to be great.
Yeah, she's pulling out all the stops for my favorite holiday of the year.
Yeah, Friday, October 29th. Quarantings live costume party. It's going to be fucking sick. Can't wait. It's
going to be a great time. Mm-hmm. And Halloween's going to be a great time, too, because I think now that when we first recorded, Halloween was a little more iffy because we were
super iffy.
Still very locked downy.
Yes.
And, COVID was, as it still technically is, kind of running the world.
Yeah.
But it's running differently right now. And so we're allowed to be outside.
To Lume's chagrin.
Oh, man. I mean, yes, I've been told you I want to be locked down, but that's a thing that you don't want me to mention, so I won't mention it yet. But for now, since we outside, I'm going to take my ass out there and enjoy all of the wonderful views that Halloween has to offer.
100%. You got to.
And we don't have... So did they just stop doing zombie pub crawl?
I don't know. I mean, no, they did it the year before COVID.
Correct. And they didn't do it last year. And they're clearly not doing it this year because I've seen zero anything about it.
They probably just said, fuck this. This isn't...
Hey, I met one of the dudes that runs zombie pub crawl, and they got a good life. And they also run... Funny enough, I'm pretty sure they own Trivia Mafia or one of those things as well. So, yeah, they're not broke.
So they're fine. Yeah, they're just, they're vibing.
They're not broke, so they're all right. But
I said this on a year ago that I've never been to zombie pub crawl. It's not really my thing.
I've been out there one time and some dude knocked me down to the ground into one of the little metal guardrails. I feel like I got concussion.
Ooh,
I hated it ever since.
Yeah,
so.
Fuck that. We're not doing L's this week.
He was hammered.
Skip it.
In his defense.
Clock it. Charge it to the game.
He was hammered. I had to hold the L that time, but again, you're not seeing me no zombie shit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like,
so okay, episode 50. Are we friends? Finally, can we be friends, or are we still not friends? I'm not sure. I don't know how.
You know what? It's a big episode. This is a momentous occasion. So I think I am going to announce to the people that me and the CEO are officially friends.
Let's go.
Not good friends. Not great friends, but friends.
I finally secured the promotion. Let's fucking go.
Maybe season 2 we might get up to good friends or decent friends.
We're like the type of friends that like
she's moved up from acquaintance.
Yeah.
So we've gone to the next step. You're leveling up.
See ya, Jax.
It's been a time. Like, wow. Like, I don't even know where do you want to go next? We talked about the Halloween.
Let's talk about favorite episodes so far.
Oof. Okay.
I put mine on there. I don't know. I don't know what you were gonna say.
I know. I didn't put mine on there on purpose because I didn't want to A, skew you, or B, I just was taking my sweet time. But I didn't put the number. I don't know if I know the numbers, but I know that for me, the number one episode for me personally, and what actually I don't
know. I'm so curious.
What actually made me be like, okay, now I have to like ride this podcast out because I'm like talking. Was the OnlyFans episode.
I should have guessed that. I should have guessed that.
Because that was probably the first episode where I did most of the talking.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Because you had no knowledge of OnlyFans.
It was class time.
Spoiler alert, she still has no knowledge.
I'm too cheap.
Okay.
Venmo me.
Yeah,
we'll put in a Venmo. Cash at me right now. What do you say on TikTok?
Yeah, like, we going to get you this money.
Fuck I'm going to do with 200. I know you'll see that on TikTok.
Except for me, because you know I ain't on TikTok. But
yeah.
But yes, that's my number one episode for sure. Just because it was, and I got a decent amount of views on some of the shit that I put out there for that one.
Okay.
So it was cool.
Highlights from that one. My favorite part in that one is when I was like, you're like all this stuff about like if your man or if your partner is worried about you watching porn.
Yeah.
If your partner is worried that you watch porn, what the fuck? Why am I actually fucking you in real life? If you're worried about me watching porn, you don't deserve it.
No, I think you cut the clip where I was talking about, I was basically equating spending my bar money to OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, that was funny too.
And a lot of people seem to find that, first of all, the logic is undeniable.
The logic is there, but that's like why it's funny.
And yeah,
you're gonna take your bar money budget that we're not spending in quarantine and put it to your favorite category, your favorite profession, the strippers, in a different fashion.
I didn't get to see the strippers. What am I going to do? Like, this scholarship money, them girls they need schooling. They was going to online school and not getting no scholarship money. Like, I had to be there to support them.
That's classic as shit. All right, I solemnly swear that by the end of season 2, I will go on OnlyFans and pay for something.
And again, we're not talking about your OnlyFans, the secret OnlyFans that you have. We're talking about you actually going to look at.
Continue this rumor that I have an OnlyFans.
Hey,
I mean,
we'll call Adam Scheffner. See if we can get some.
Call Woj.
We need a Woj bomb. So wait, okay. So what's your favorite episode? Then?
Honestly, I couldn't pick just one. I sort of like picked like an early one, a mid one, and the couple.
Kind of went through.
Yeah. Early one. Gotta love number 14. Kiss me through the phone with the long distance relationship vibe.
That was a
that shit was funny.
One.
I listened to it the other day. I was cackling at myself.
I know, right? Yeah. Kristen laughing at herself.
It was funny.
Shocular.
It was hilarious.
No, that episode is funny though. I can't even.
I stand by all of it too. Like some of them, I don't know. We'll get to this in a bit, but like some of them, I'm like, wow, I've really evolved as a person. I'm proud. I wouldn't hold this opinion still, or something like that. But this one, I'm like, nah, that shit hits. Like all of it. The part where I was like, if you're not here to fuck me, what is the point? Yes, bitch. Standing by it. If you're not in town to fuck me, what is the point? Well, why? For who? For what?
If you've been on this journey for 49 episodes, you know how she feel about out of town, homie. So she's been very consistent about that. I'll tell you, that opinion has never changed.
Yeah. No, there's
never.
There's some great one-liners in that one. Really hilarious stuff. Even if you're in a long distance relationship, it's also funny because it's just like, it's not ideal. I don't know. I just feel like everyone can relate to that one. It's just like, it's not ideal when Bae is not in town. Like, we can all agree, even though I hate when people say we can all agree, but
it's a universal fact, so it's okay. Like, hey, it's cool. All right, so what other episodes you have?
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, one of the most classic. This isn't necessarily a personal favorite, but I think that probably one of the most classic arguments that has occurred is
The pillows.
the pillows, which was number 29, red flags part 1.
The pillows. Yeah.
How many pillows should someone have on their bed?
Again.
The answer is
3
4.
is still suffice. 3 is still
The answer
suffice.
is 4 plus. I've actually been thinking about going to Bed Bath & Beyond and picking up another 2. I currently have 8.
You've got like 10 pillows.
You only need 1 pillow.
Yeah.
Shut
hey.
up.
Hey.
See, look, this is what every time we bring it up, the people just go nuts.
Because it's trigger warning.
It's literally
we gotta
trigger
get
warning.
that. We gotta get that F-boy island alert thing. Like
Yeah, like, alert, trigger.
warning. Like, yo, we bring it true. That's a season 2 upgrade. I'm looking for trigger warnings. Like
He said you need 1. Vic, shut up.
I mean, each person.
1 pillow.
3 is fine.
Correct.
Somebody else, they can use 2.
Exactly, and then you got 3 is perfectly fine.
You need 4.
3 is perfectly fine. Weirdo.
I have 8. I'm thinking of upgrading to 10 because I'm just like, I just feel like it's
Hit her
not
up in the
sufficient.
Venmo. She needs OnlyFans.
Oh my God!
subscriptions
This morning,
and pillows.
wait, let me tell you, this is a total sidebar. This is a total sidebar, but this is really fucking funny.
What?
This morning, I literally was dead ass asleep, and the maintenance guys came into my room.
Oh, in your room?
yeah, because I didn't fucking wake up. They
For
knocked on
what?
the door. They're fucking cleaning the whatever vents. Who cares? But they sent me an email. Like my building sent me an email 2 weeks ago that they do this annually. So like I was vaguely aware of it in a sense, but I wasn't like consciously aware that it was today. And they literally came in my room. I was in bed asleep, and I was like, "What the fuck am I? I'm being robbed."
Think about it this way. You could have had a dude over. You could have been naked. Could have been both.
I mean, that would have been actually funnier. This was just like gave me a fucking heart attack because I thought I was
this is
getting
just-
fucking
this is just-
mugged.
This is just LOL. Could have been better podcast content. But
If there was a dude there and he like tried to fight him, that would have been funnier. Honestly, that would have. I should have lied and just said that that's what happened.
Would have been funnier until HOA call. Like, why you got people beating up the maintenance guys? So
But it's an outside team; they don't care.
they care enough.
I don't know. But anyway, then they were honestly more embarrassed than me. I just was confused. I was like, "What the fuck?" But yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, the pillows. The
Yes,
sleeping.
pillows.
Yeah. So red flags, classic.
Yes.
One of our best arguments to date. Number 32, roster 101, my bread and fucking butter.
Yeah, how's that roster going?
Honestly, okay, the roster is not going great. I will be honest.
No, I didn't know, but I kind of had an inkling. Again, we just became friends about 5 minutes ago, so I'm learning with you guys. Okay, I'm learning with you guys.
The roster is I would not call it cold. I would call it lukewarm. Let's put it that way. The roster is lukewarm, but I'm gonna put on wax right now. I'm fucking recommitting to this shit because I don't want to participate in cuffing season. Whack, lame, don't care. I feel so energized by winter. You know I love winter. Snowboarding coming up.
Woo.
Cute fall fits, boots.
Sean White, 1080 snowboarding.
Everything, layers, jackets, sweatshirts, love it, love it, love it, love it. I don't want to be cuffed. I want to be a fucking slut in these streets.
She wants to be uncuffed.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, all
Great.
right, do that.
Streets are calling.
Cool.
So
All right,
anyway,
hey.
I'm like ready to fucking go. I've been in a funk. You can hear it in the episodes the past couple weeks. I've been in a
Wow,
fucking
no
funk.
pun intended. I'm ready to fucking go.
Yeah.
Fuck your way out of the funk.
Yes. Thank you. I'm gonna fuck my way out of the funk. I was gonna say this to the top, but
Well,
that's a little much.
no, you've already said that on an episode, actually. So
yeah.
that's
No.
fine. But okay, all right, cool. Any other episodes?
I feel like 2021. Yeah, we'll talk about this more when we revisit the whatever in the New Year's resolutions at New Year. But I feel like 2021 was the warm up. Honestly, we were fresh out of COVID. COVID's still not over, but like I got vaccinated. I got my first dose on April 8th.
Oh dang, I was fully vaxxed before you even.
Yeah,
got
I know.
touched.
You finesse some fucking backdoor shit, whatever.
What? Hey, all I know, that shit was 100% on board. Okay.
I got my first dose on April 8th because I was just like, I literally can't sit in the house any fucking more. I have to go out. And summer, like we wanted it to be like legendary. I would not say it was legendary, but I was happier with it than I think most people were, including you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would give this summer like a B.
I give summer about C minus.
I would give it like a B minus on a bad day, B plus on a good day. But
last summer was it.
And I just listened to the New Year's resolutions episode, and I said, you better watch the fuck out for me in 2022. I don't give a shit. I'm about to be in the streets, high key.
Oh, I
don't care.
We're friends now, so I will watch out for you. I got you. We'll be outside,
2022.
Once I get my booster shot.
I'm gonna really be back on my bullshit for real. Like I have not been on it since about 2014. So
I'm only back on my bullshit one weekend a year. So
no, I'm back on my bullshit. I don't care for nothing. I feel so much more energized now than I did in the summer. Like something about the cold just like makes me be like perfect time to do sneaky shit in the cold. It's perfect.
Oh, here come the sneaky links. Okay, all right, chill out.
Ready for it.
Out.
Okay, so yeah, roster 101, bread and butter. And then the classic 41 Never Have I Ever Forbidden episode that became unforbidden and we released it to the world, which was basically the main sex episode.
Yep, still mad about it. It's fine. I don't even want to talk about it. Nope. And the worst part is
that cut was way fucking censored down. It wasn't even that bad.
If anyone wants to slide in my DMs and you look cute, you play your cards right, I'll play you the real uncut. And it's
that shit got out of pocket.
That is
so
exactly
quick.
BET uncut. That is
yeah, that got out of hand really quick.
Yes, it did.
But the cut that we released, I felt like it was really funny and it wasn't too crazy. It wasn't even serious.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Now the last thing I'll say about the episodes is that I intentionally did not pick any of the storytime episodes because I don't want to give shine to the people in the story times that I tell. But I do enjoy a good story time. I think the audience enjoys a story time. I feel like I always get audience comments on the story times, whether it's Riddle Me This or just like whatever regular story time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Your Riddle Me This, I feel like, are more.
Mine are very crafted. Let's put it that way.
Yes, I mean, but you're the content creator, but also like, I feel like mine are funny, but also depressing. So,
but I mean, I don't know.
Like, it's like maybe that's my 2022 goal is to have some more happier Riddle Me This.
I don't know. I do feel like part of dating. A major aspect of dating is depression, high key. So, like, it seems only appropriate that we'd have plenty of episodes where, like, this fucking blows. What the hell is this? I didn't sign up for this bullshit. Why? Why am I being put through this? This sucks.
Oh, my days. I got... Nope.
Plus, I told the Riddle Me This catfish when I got literally stood up.
Okay, again.
And the hold the L. I'm the one who has several people who hate me for doing this podcast.
Okay, no. Hating you for doing the podcast and just straight up hating you are two different things. You made the conscious choice to make this podcast, as we've highlighted.
Fair enough.
I'm just living. Still being hated. Again, staying in character. What's causing all this? And I'm unclear, but... We outside, so it's fine. And yeah, I'm not gonna do the 10-song list because I don't have it yet. So
yeah, I'm gonna hold you to that one for season 2, the 10-song sex playlist.
That's fine.
I might make mine more official too. That's okay.
I'll come through with one.
What else is on here? The evolution of my love for Sims. Okay, we can talk about like.
Oh, you want to do that?
A little bit. I mean,
okay.
I don't know. We can combine this with the like life. I don't know. I don't know. I need to rant a little bit on. Just how things have changed. I feel like it's for the better.
Got energy. So what's different from when we were sitting in your car eating Travis Scott burgers to right now?
The year, the year has been very good to me, I feel. Honestly, I feel like it's the best year I've had since probably 2013, 14. I'm serious. Like 2014 to 2021, even though I made my 2 films in that time frame, and those are like my proudest accomplishments, sans Quarantings. Like those years were a fucking series of unfortunate events for me personally. Like, it was just terrible. I just went through so much terrible shit. It was awful. And family problems, personal problems, like illnesses, all kinds of shit. It was awful. And in New Year, like on the New Year of 2019 to 2020, right before COVID, I was like, okay, this is the year. I'm ready. Like, I've worked out a lot of stuff. Like, I've evened out a lot of things that needed evening out, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be so much better than I've ever been. Da da da. Boom, COVID, horrible. Just the universe just fucking slapped me.
You know
across
what's
the face
funny
right quick.
is I remember because I remember because we were in Uganda at that time leading into the new year, and as you know, everyone who's listened knows you love Drake.
Yeah.
And Drake and Future had a song that came out a couple days after the new year called "Life Is Good."
Yeah.
And then life was not
And
good.
Life was not good, bro. It was terrible. Fuck.
And so everybody blamed your boyfriend for ruining life.
I mean, right before COVID, like the year before, I think it was 19. It might have been 18. I had a rare brain disease. I thought I had brain cancer and was gonna die. Turns out I didn't, but I do have this rare brain disease. But like, just one thing after the fucking next that was just like extremely traumatic and like just very insane.
And
like
then we got to 2020.
Yeah, just horrible stuff. Fucking moved across the country and back twice. It's just like, it was horrible.
What a time
So much bullshit.
to be alive,
It was
as they
awful.
would say.
And that was like my early mid 20s. So I was like, this is supposed to be, because everybody's like, this is the time of my life. I reject that notion totally. I'm like literally ready for my 30s to be the best ever because I'm just like, my 20s were fucking trash. Honestly, move the fuck on. Done with it.
What don't you reject?
Yeah, I reject
From the
everything.
patriarchy.
So anyway, but now this year, since, started the podcast, having a great time doing this, met all you people, new friends.
What you mean by you people?
Quarantine. The quarantine. Bought my house, which has been huge. Got
hooked on NBA Top Shot.
We don't really talk. That was like the one rule I said when we started this is that we don't talk about our jobs on the podcast for obvious reasons. But like, but just to say, like, my job was a fucking shit show all of COVID. It was so horrible. I thought I was gonna have to quit multiple times. Now everything's very even out. Got a new boss in there.
Got something back to a little more normalcy, dependability.
Way better vibes. Not way less stressful. Not crying every day for my fucking shitty job. Now it's fine. It's just all is just so much better. And because of all those things,
happy, guys.
yeah.
You see that smile?
I mean, it's not like 100% like whatever. I'm still got
I
plenty
didn't
of
say.
drama, but
I said you're so happy. I didn't
it's
say
just-
you're the happiest person on earth.
all of this has led to exactly what I wanted to happen, which is that in doing this podcast, I actually think that I have talked to more new people and like been on more like dates and just interacted with more friends and new friends and everything more this year than I have since I was in college. And that was really part of my whole goal in doing this. So I'm so happy.
I'm proud of you, friend. I'm proud of you. Like, hey, actually, guys, can we get a round of applause, please?
Yay! Fake applause. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, now we're going to have like fucking, I don't know, some COVID variant be even worse or some shit after I just made this great impassioned speech.
Shout out Delta Plus, as long as it gets me another stimmy. But no, I am glad that it's worked out in that way. I think I said it on the behind the scenes episode, I believe. I didn't come into this with necessarily a goal, especially since as I talked earlier.
I didn't even know what we were doing.
I thought I was going to get fired pretty quickly, so I didn't really think it was going to matter to be having goals. So, yeah, season 2, as we're starting soon here, I'll see maybe it will lead me out of a status that I can't bring up yet, but maybe I'll bring it up for episode video.
We'll see.
We'll see, but I'll try and make some goals.
I was telling my mom the other day because I was trying to figure out the schedule for these YouTube releases.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I could do this, I could do that, like da-da-da. And I was like, but I don't think Lume is gonna like this one. I think he's gonna want this. I think we're gonna have to go with that. And she just laughed, and I was like, yeah, I know. He has so much more opinions now.
That's right. That's right. We're like 70-30. I'm grown. Let's go. Fucking go.
He has all these fucking opinions. I guess I'll let him have some since he does more work now.
Let's go. Instead of Title 9, it's like Title 900.
Yeah.
Like, we cool. We outside.
Well, that doesn't really. But I mean, I don't know. The original thing was the evolution of the love for simps.
Oh, yeah. So, well, what I was going to say before you even said that was that I can't remember what the episode is. It's one of the. Oh, never mind. It's episode 1.
Oh.
So after the Halloween episode.
Oh, yeah. That was
I make
zero.
a joke that by episode 40. Yeah, technically, yes. The car episode.
I didn't realize this was an. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I said that by episode 40, assuming we make it there, you're gonna be. You're gonna
you
be
can't even
married.
get the words out. Yeah, no. I'll be married.
And we're gonna be talking about me being ghosted for the millionth time, and hopefully that's good content. Now, clearly we're on episode 50, and neither of those things is entirely true.
Thank God, on both fronts.
But you definitely have shown a evolution into your love for the simps, which
I have.
Most simps do want to get married, just FYI.
I know. That's why it's weird. Ironic.
It's very ironic, especially because I remember listening to your first definition of simps, which was terrible. And
we've evolved.
Yeah, we've definitely gone to the next level.
We've evolved. No, I just feel like, I mean, I've said this. I have just a very different feel of simps than most people. Like, everybody sees it as so horrible, but like, I just like a guy that's just gonna
comfortable in his emotions.
Yeah, just
it's
like
okay and being able to express himself.
Yeah, and just like, don't be afraid to tell me I'm pretty. Like, what is the problem? I don't understand.
Hype me up and laugh a lot.
Exactly. I just think it's very simple. Like, none of that is like bad to me or like, yeah. Thank you, Joe.
Blessings.
Which is funny. No, which is
blessings.
funny because to me, like, a simp is like somebody who's actually like expressing interest to me very directly.
Yes.
And so in my mind, that's that's like almost the opposite of what people think of when they think of simps. They think of like very like timid, like ooh, like.
Yeah, I think of a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I know, and I'm just like that. To me, that's like not
aware.
it at all. I don't know. I just don't like see it that way at all. Which leads me to my evolutionary epiphany, because in the beginning when we started this, I literally would not give anybody the time of day at all. Period. Ever.
I'm pretty sure there's an episode where you talked about how you said something to the effect of like simps aren't the ones that go out on these fun holidays.
Yeah.
Because they have too many feelings. Like,
yeah.
simps aren't going out on New Year's because they'd be sad if they don't get a New Year's kiss or some shit like that. You were saying something to that effect. I was like, ooh, dang, she's cutting close to the heart, too. But she doesn't know me yet, so let me shut up. Let me just act strong.
I at the beginning of this, I really was not. I just wasn't. I mean, and you always. You've just made me text people back more. Honestly, shout out to you. You made me go on all these dates that I didn't want to go on.
You poor thing.
I literally was like, I don't want to go. I don't think I'm into this. I'm just not gonna text him. You're like, why? You're being fucking stupid.
What you gonna do? Not podcast work. Stop buying some Top Shop packs and text that nigga back, okay? Like, that's the biggest distraction. Get out of that Clubhouse room and text that motherfucker back,
I gotta get
okay?
back on Clubhouse. I still believe in that app.
You believe in it so much that you're never on there, but that's fine. We'll pretend that she believes in it. But you should listen to the Clubhouse episode because she makes some interesting she tries arguments. To make a good point, but whatever.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a good progressive year for me in terms of like actually speaking to strangers like I want to practice doing and giving men the time of day a little bit more.
Well, we're proud of you here.
Yeah.
We're proud of you here. And the one thing, I'm not going to make him actually talk, but that I'm going to switch this up. The one thing for season 2 that I'm really excited for is Kristen promises, especially now that we're friends, she promises she is going to start booking some guests.
Bringing some guests. Yeah.
Because I've booked all the guests that have been on this podcast.
All whopping 3.
Including the first one who's sitting over there looking at,
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's doing right now. Looking at East Bay magazine. Enjoying himself. But yes. Oh, also, shout out to Stop, Drop, and Roll.
Yeah, we got to
Get your friendly neighborhood egg rolls from your
official
friendly
Stop,
neighborhood
Drop, and Roll
egg roll
Quarantings
dealer.
partnership on deck for season 2.
We will definitely put the website out there for you kids. But, and obviously just buy the Luminator because it's the best one named after your favorite podcast host. But no, you going to bring some guests.
I will.
Maybe even one. One would be 1,000% more than
I think I
you
can
brought.
manage one. I mean, I think
season
I can
one,
probably
so.
manage 3 within the next 50 episodes.
I mean,
at
if you
least.
can't, then
Ideally, we'd have 5 in the next 50 episodes at least. So we'll see.
we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. So we're gonna, work on that to bring you some more fun stuff. Like we've already spoiler alerted ourselves, YouTube is gonna be more on and popping.
Here's what we're doing with the YouTube. We're finally arrived.
By the time you're hearing
Yeah,
this,
by the time you're hearing this, not all, 45 episodes
90% of the episodes will
are
be
going to
on
be
YouTube.
fully on YouTube. And
Not just the clips. That
every
you be
week
seeing on
you'll
IG.
get the full Quarantings episode on YouTube.
Minus the quick hits.
Minus the quick hits. And starting today, every single day, you're getting clips on Instagram and TikTok.
At King Kristen Renee on IG.
I'm not fucking playing. We're going for it.
Do you think this is a game?
Yeah.
Yes, I do think it's a game, actually. Fun game. But yeah, so we are going to be...
This is all part
Annoying.
of my I'm out here campaign for the next 50 episodes.
And you know what? I might even post more on Instagram because it's about to be
What?
winter, which
Yeah, I
means
know.
I'm not going to go out as much. Which
You
means
say
my
that
ass is just
now.
gonna be... No, I'm not going to go out as much.
Okay.
I don't go out as much in the winter. I just don't. It's like...
Okay.
It's not... Okay, what... You know what? We're friends, so I have to just take it. I just have to take it. We're friends now, so I can allow. But yes.
Last winter, I was thinking about doing the ski lift speed dating. Maybe I'll do that this year. That might be a good Quarantings research project.
Yeah, for all the traveling research I do, I think you could do it one time.
Yeah, I know.
Speed dating, like how long can it take?
Yeah, my number one prospect for coming on the Mexico trip with me hates me, so that's not happening. But honestly, I don't know.
Hey, there's nothing better than a good old fashioned come back
but
around.
I'm not waiting around on that.
You don't have to
So
wait.
the thing of it is, though, is that the closer it gets, it's still not even close. But like the closer it gets, the more I'm like, am I really gonna be willing to bring anyone? I don't know. Like I want to, but also I'm like, no, fuck off. I'm going by myself and living it up.
Hey, I know you're going to this wedding and you have a bunch of friends there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's not going to be whatever. It's not as weird as someone else on this podcast who's gone to a wedding without a date because
Yeah.
they bailed.
Oh, I
It
don't
was
even care
awkward.
about having a wedding day. I don't give a shit about that.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware. You barely go to weddings as is. But I'm just saying there is not any way that bringing someone wouldn't enhance your experience.
Oh, you
unless
say that.
they're literally the lamest person on earth. And something tells me you're not inviting that person. So
No, I'm not going to invite anyone lame.
yeah, so you be good. So just move on to the next. You got prospects that you don't
Yeah,
want
I
to
know.
offer.
But, I know, but we got to work on the lukewarm roster, and then we'll see what happens if we get there.
Hey, I can't believe I can't go without episode 50 without mentioning my man's Nelson Cruz. Like, if worst case, you need to bring him.
No, I already talked to him about it. It's not a thing. No, he's still on.
He's down south now. I thought.
Yeah, the real.
He's
the real
available to
baseball
come back.
player Nelson Cruz got traded off the Twins.
He's always available to come back.
Nelson
though.
Cruz on the roster is always available, but
But apparently not for this
It's a
wedding.
little bit on ice. But no, we talked.
Yeah, she's already put too much on wax. She
Yeah.
can't. Yeah. She's overdosed
Nelson
like
Cruz
on her
is good. He's
on
still
wax
around.
shit.
He's still vibing.
That's good.
That's my guy. You already know. It's fine.
I just know we couldn't go through episode 50 without him
I know
being mentioned.
he's actually been in such a classic character.
He
Absolute classic.
couldn't not be mentioned. So nah. I don't know. You got anything else you want to do? Like,
No, it's so fun to just relive all these episodes that we've done that have been so good.
It's
been good times.
It's so weird. Like, I don't know. 50 is just.
It doesn't feel like a year. Like, we came up on it quick. We're literally recording this. We usually record like way weeks in advance the episodes. Like, this is like right before. Not immediately before, but like pretty soon. This episode's gonna come out quick.
Yes, of the episodes you've heard in the past month and a half.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be the shortest time window
Yeah.
between recording to you listening to it.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know, but
Vibes.
it's definitely been vibes. I'm glad we made it to 50. Season 1
2
is
is gonna be great.
in
Season
the
1 was
books.
one for the books.
So season 2, we out here. I promise you now that I'm getting a little more pull out here, learning some more things. We're gonna try and add some more stuff.
Yeah,
There's a
expand our horizons a bit.
There's a couple of concepts I'm gonna run by the CEO, and
Ooh, let's
if she
do it.
says she's cool with it, then it probably will still never see the light of day, but it's fine. But we're gonna keep it moving. We keep it moving, Ra, and it's gonna be, as always, the best podcast you heard today. So we are gonna pop some champagne for this drink break, and
We'll be
we will be back with these quick hits.